Okay, I'll use the can to avoid touching those disgusting fish with my hands. How can I use the GPS here? It's the device the cleanup brigades use to navigate during their raids. Sort of an electronic map. It looks like some satellites are actually still working after the Great Wave. I just have to enter an address.
There you are, you mangy beasts! So you dared to come out, did you? Now I've got you! Ow! Goddamn revolting cats! Sooner or later I'll get each and every last one of you! I promise you!
Don't get mad. Your technique's improving. You almost got one this time.
Shut up!
Now I get it. This is the system that controls the amount of current that reaches each of the streetlights.
What the shit? Why does nothing work right in this filthy city?
Looks like a voltage surge. Suppose you think the cats are to blame.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you! I'm not letting those flea-bitten beasts out of my sight! No chance, mate!
The fire escapes on the building extend down from that rooftop. I can't stop my eyes fixating on that gleam of metal I see on the edge. What the hell could it be? I don't quite see how I could use it. Getting into a punching match with this. Hey, wait a minute. I've seen this place before. I've been here. I recognize this rooftop. Those trees, the park, the statue. Tomorrow comes today. Of course, the photo from the poster. It was shot from someplace in this very building. But what's the meaning of all this? And could it be that the voice wasn't actually trying to lead me to that burned out bookstore down there, but rather to this building? To this place? A ton of useless objects are piling up in this corner. Nothing interesting. I guess that's the reason the neighbors left them here. The blades of this contraption must have stopped turning months ago, and I don't think doing without it is the owner's biggest problem right now. From what I heard, all telecommunications collapsed in the catastrophe. It seems like it took the Great Wave only a few seconds to turn all of our technology into scrap metal. It's a sculpture from my poster. Maybe it was an allegory of happy fatherhood, until the Great Wave turned it into a depiction of Saturn devouring his children. Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything. Everything is mutating, and I haven't even moved. I don't understand. I don't understand anything. These benches, fountains, and statues are in a ramshackle condition, whereas the vegetation in this park is almost completely recovered since the catastrophe. Well, if that proves a failure as a species. The front door of this apartment has been reinforced with various locks and bolts. Despite the surveillance by the soldiers, the people who live in this building must be terrified of burglary and looting. There's a piece of paper stuck to the door, and it looks like it has a handwritten message on it. Let's see what it says here. Who could Sarah be? And this Chris, could he have something to do with the person I saw in my vision? Of course, it's locked, and I think it's better if I don't try to pick the lock. I could be mistaken for a burglar, and the last thing I need right now is for someone to call the guards patrolling this area. I have the creepy sensation that someone's spying on me from the apartment next door. It might be nothing more than paranoia, but just in case, I'm not going to force this door open. Use this here? How? Hanging up this poster here wouldn't do anything for me. I don't think I'd gain anything by... It's just a piece of paper. I don't think doing this... I don't see any reason... I'm afraid I can't do that. Hey, wait a minute. There's a metal plaque on the wall next to the door. Michael Argent, photographer. I can't believe it. This is the apartment of a man named Michael, an apartment located above the Beechwood Oracle bookstore, and in the building where the photograph on the poster was taken. Can all this really be a coincidence? I can hardly believe it. But is it possible that the voice in my head has been guiding me to my own front door? Those two they probably pumped me full of lead before I got a chance to turn... A cleaning bucket, empty and dented. Nothing else remarkable about it, except that unlike most of the abandoned junk in this city, it still works. Better not. I don't see any reason... Why would I... I don't see any reason... It reigns over the building, with its crown of twisted antennas and broken air conditioners. No. Computers are when the hardware you're trying to use. Getting into a punching mat. It doesn't look like it.
Isn't it time for you to go back to your nest, rat?
That ignorant bastard is starting to get on my nerves. Yes, I do have to be going. By the way, how did the chase go? Were those cats too quick for you?
You'd better go. It's not in your best interest to get my partner any more agitated. Not tonight.
You shut your mouth, you rat, or I'll shut it for you! I won't warn you again! Those beasts are possessed, and I'm going to exterminate them, one by one, with my bare hands if I have to!
I'm sure that would make you the pride of the Force. Just one more thing. Try to stay away from the trash cans next time.
I've warned you, you filthy rat! You've worn out my patience! Ow! This'll teach you to treat me with a little more respect! I'm going to wipe that stupid grin off your face!
Ouch!
This is the only language you shitheads from the refugee camp understand! So, you're going to treat me with respect now, aren't you?
Come on, leave him alone. You'll kill him. He is a mole after all, and it's in our interest to keep him alive. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, you're safe for now, but I have a very good memory for faces. Another day, I'll finish what we started, rat. I swear it!
Wait a minute. I'm not going to climb down any further. It's totally dark in there, and it would be crazy to go... Okay, here goes. I'll turn on the flashlight before going down any further. Great. These tunnels are a real labyrinth. And I'm afraid that the map on the cleanup brigade's GPS only shows the city at street level. There's no reference to the sewers in the GPS. I'd better turn back before I get lost. This could be very dangerous. Let's see what this room actually is, with a little light. All right, I'll flip the switch for the only circuit that's not blown. I think I hear the buzz of electricity coming from the surface. I only see empty detergent containers and a beat-up old electrical panel hanging on the wall. Everything indicates that this was a maintenance room from a long, long time ago. I've switched off the circuit breaker I activated earlier on the control panel. With the help of a pair of bolt cutters, all electrified fences cease to seem so menacing. That's a proven fact. From here, I have a magnificent view of the hospital compound. In truth, the part that's visible from the road is only a fraction of the vegetation. A few powerful spotlights light the contents of the depot. This place is glowing like a gold mine right now. That wouldn't serve any... I don't see how to use... It's the device the cleanup brigades use to navigate during their raids. It looks like some satellite. I just have to enter. It's almost comical. Okay, I'll use the bucket for what it was designed for, to be filled with water. Before I go down, I'll leave the heavy stuff here, in case the rope doesn't support my weight. Awesome. So now I have a bucket full of dirty water. Oh, it's clear that things are getting better by the minute. Here goes. Maybe we can still salvage something from the fire. Now that the fire is out, I don't intend to carry this rusty bucket around anymore. I'll get rid of it. Burned remains of clothes, books, and toys. That's all that's left of the bonfire Rod lit. The great wave may be making me lose my mind, but I'm still not crazy enough to want to put a piece of burnt plastic in a crib. I can't use these two objects together. I'm afraid that using them... It sends shivers down my spine to think that this hunk of plastic belonged to little Colin. It's a sinister image, considering the boy's fate. I don't think doing this would serve any... I'm not proud of what I'm about to do, but I need to find out that secret Rose is keeping from me. And if she wants her baby, I'll give her back her baby. I've brought you your baby, Rose.
Did you bring me my baby? Did you bring him? Thank you so much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You kept your word. You brought me my baby. Now I need you to bring me a crib, like the one in the picture, Mr. Sleepyhead. And then I'll tell you the secret, the key that opens your chest of dreams.